And so at this stage of the tournament, I'm sure World Rugby's worked hard to get the referees that they believe are best suited for the stage of the knockout. So no, it's neither good or bad. But look, he's obviously a great ref, so I'm sure he'll be looking forward to the occasion.
Ian, what is it about Andy Farrell coach defences that has given the All Blacks trouble in recent times?
I don't know. You have to ask Andy that.
I'm asking you as the attack coach.
Well, I'm telling you can ask Andy that. I mean, it's he just does a job based on what he sees, and we do a job based on what we see. So.
Does he mix pitches up or stuff like that? Does he sort of scramble the defence and that sort of thing?
You just have to ask him that. We're just going to play whatever we see.
Ian, just on Bunty quickly, does it change things for you in terms of how you go about approaching this game and the plans that you use against Ireland?
No, not really. It's look, they've got some great midfielders, and he's one of them, and got Henshaw, Ringrose, Farrell. They've got a number of really good players. So their role definition is pretty strong. So whoever plays, he's going to play well.
Box kick barrage will come your way. Do you do more analysis on that this week? And how do you go about countering it?
Catch them. It's really if they've got some weapons to their arsenal, and it's like no other game, like any other game, I should say. Really, if so, we'll work on our high ball catches, which we would for any team that's going to kick it there, but. Clearly that's something that's worked well for them, and we just got to make sure we're really proficient in that area, which we're working hard in that area. I'm sure we will be.
You were saying earlier in the tournament that the All Blacks don't have any tricks up their sleeves; they just execute better than everybody else. Do you think Joe Schmidt may have a trick up his sleeve, something that he's been holding back for this weekend?
So I just repeat what I said earlier, that we were better than anyone else. I'm not sure I ever said that.
You said that you didn't have any tricks up your sleeve, that you just kind of lay all your cards on the table. Does Joe Schmidt have something up his sleeve, or has he already shown us all what Ireland can do?
Look, I don't mean to be rude, but you're asking me to guess what another coach is thinking. So, I mean, really, you've got to ask him. We're assuming that, based on past behaviour, that they'll come out with a plan that they think's good enough to beat us. So, will that involve some special plays? Probably.
Ken, do you think the rugby, now that we've passed the group stage, is going to get a little bit more conservative?
Yeah, it's a really good question, because it's where you go when you're under pressure, isn't it? And that's the exciting part about this part of the tournament is we still want to be confident enough to play the pitches that we see, and trust the guys to execute and make decisions. But sometimes pressure can do funny things to people, and you can eliminate all the risk out of your game. So that's the balance. That's the exciting part about knockouts. It's about getting your players really clear about, if we see pitches, are they allowed to execute? Yes, they are, and it's certainly something that we want to continue doing on our behalf.
Japan kicked out of hand only 12 times against Scotland, and we saw Namibia also didn't kick a lot to you in the first half. Do you think that there's something to be taken from that? Because there's a lot of talk about box kicks and stuff, but are teams that are not kicking doing better in this tournament?
Yeah, look, I think I don't think there's one tactic that's good or bad. I think it's how you use it in terms of during the game. But certainly, we've got a do-or-die game against Ireland. They're a high retention team, so they like to hold the ball, and they'll use the kick when they feel they're under pressure, or they sense weakness. So we're not expecting a barrage of kicking. We're expecting a team that'll want to hold the ball and a lot of rucks and a lot of tackles. So that's their style. We've got to just, like I said earlier, we've just got to prepare for what we see on Saturday and go and do what we need to do.
Sorry, last one from me.
Sorry, I missed that.
What's your overall impression of Ireland gaining throughout the tournament?
Pretty good, really. I mean, a lot's been made of their performance against Japan, and I think if you flip that over, you'd probably got to really pat Japan on the back for that game. Well, they played really, really well. But I think if you look at you know, like Japan beat Scotland by 7, and that's a great win. But Ireland were pretty ruthless against Scotland and really put them away when they needed to, and they looked good against Samoa with 14 men. So I'm pretty sure they'll be primed and ready.
The 2 wins that they got over you guys in this World Cup cycle change the way you look to going into a World Cup quarter final?
No, not really. I think look, how you use the past is interesting. You gather information from last wins and losses, but really it's about not going in with too many assumptions and just seeing what turns up and reacting accordingly. But you know, they're a quality team, we know that, and they're very experienced, but so are we, and we just got to go in and play with the cards we've been dealt with this week and get excited about that, which, you know, we're working hard on that, on just preparing ourselves. We've had a sort of a week off in terms of game time, and the guys are really excited about it.
Ian, how was the training this morning, and have you got 31 fit players to choose from?
Yep, got 31 fit players, and training was great.
Did you see kind of the edge and everything that you want to see on the first Tuesday of a big week?
Yep, it's it depends how you define edge. You know, like it's I'm not sure you would have seen a lot different if we allowed you guys to sit there and watch the whole lot. But the concentration's huge. The focus on the details huge, and that's how we go about it. And really, look, it's a big game, but you play a lot of big games in this sport, and we've learnt that we've got to go about the things the way we go about things at the pace we need to, and build for that whistle when it blows off on Saturday.
Ian, we've seen more cards in this tournament than ever before. How does that change your preparation for knockout rugby? Practicing with, as if you're playing against one less player, practicing with one less player yourself, how's your preparation changed considering that?
Look, to be honest, it hasn't. You know, like I think those sort of things you prepare for years ago in terms of there's always been yellow cards, there's always been red cards. And so yes, there are more in this tournament. That was well signalled early. And you know, we haven't spent all our time and effort coming up with multiple plans about what to do in that situation. We just want to go and play rugby, and the focus has been on being technically as good as we can possibly be in the areas that we can control. So, and then if you do go down a man, as we saw in, was it Namibia game, you know, you just react and make the decisions accordingly based on the position of that player.
Yeah, for the large audience that missed the last episode of the Irish-Kiwi rivalry, how would you explain the reason of the last defeat of New Zealand?
I can't remember it. No, that's not true. You have to ask me that. This is the one in November. How do I explain it? Oh, we just got beat by a good Irish team, and you know, like I said, it's that there was a different time, different place. Is it relevant? Perhaps we learned some stuff. They would have learned some stuff. So we actually don't get stuck too much in the past. It's more about the excitement of the challenge that's in front of us. I mean, this is a World Cup knockout game, and it's actually about what happens this week, not what's happened the last 2 years.
Ian, do you feel better prepared yourself heading into this quarter final than maybe what you did in your first experience 4 years ago?
Yeah, look, I don't know. Ask me that Saturday night. But all I know is that these are the weeks that you want. You know, this is the type of week that we've been preparing for a long time, and we simulate it. We have a lot of big tests, and when we know everyone comes for us every time we play. But these are the things that this is where you really test yourself against a great team on the big stage. And so, are we better prepared than 4 years ago? I think we're trying to prepare as well as we can for this group. You know, I think 4 years ago is different, and that's for coaches as well.
Are you more accepting? Are you more used to that pressure though?
Oh, I guess so. I guess you acclimatise as a coach, but it doesn't change the fact that you know that Saturday is a big stage, and you know that, and so and what you do is you learn over time to just to trust what you do and to do it and build the week the way that we are confident that we can build a week.
Last question, guys.
What do you made of Ireland's attack, Ian, and is it fair to say that everything goes through Johnny Sexton?
I'm actually the attack coach. I should have brought the defence coach over here, but look, it's you can say everyone, like every team's got their strengths and weaknesses. We know Johnny's really, Sexton's important to their team, and we know that a lot of the ball does go through his hands. So that's clear and obvious. I think everyone knows that. But look, they're a smart rugby team, and they've proven that. And they've proven that, and people can say what they like about their attacking style, defensive style, but they're efficient and they do it well. And so that's what kind of makes this really exciting for us, because we're playing a team that knows how to play, and it's a great, what greater challenge could you have?